I grew up thinking that Kuya hated us.
While the rest of the world thought we were just stupid.
Like, I was so mad. I think that you leaving in my head, like as a 13-year-old, was like, oh, our family's like broken now.
Today we have a very special guest. She has been part of our lives since the very beginning. She was there at the creation of Wassabi Productions, the downfall of Wassabi Productions, and the reunion.
We have my baby sister, Ariel. And we're also going to talk about the ups and downs about being a big brother and a little sister.
She told me that she's going to cry for sure.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to tell us something we'd never heard before.
I can't wait. Let's
I'm
go.
nervous.
Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Guava Juice's sister. Nice to
Not
meet you
yet.
guys. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
So I think I haven't cried yet, but this might be a podcast that I might cry.
I think he might cry.
I might.
I feel like I'm actually gonna like talk about stuff that he like doesn't know
Yeah,
about.
I know.
If he doesn't know, I definitely don't know what you're
No,
about to
for
say.
sure.
Dude, and
Definitely
she's
not.
also been there. She's known you for a long time too. So
I think
she
I've known
kinda-
Alex since I was like 3. My first real memory of Alex is actually like super traumatizing.
Oh, no! What did you do? I did something
So,
bad?
yeah, you did. So this is when we just moved to where we live now in Durham, or where the parents live now.
Uh-huh.
And it was like the summer we just moved in, and Alex was like, hey, Ariel, can I throw you in the air? Can I throw you up in the air? And we were at the pool. And I was like, okay, like I'm 4, like I don't know what's going on. And you literally like launched me into the air. And I'm like so high up, I feel like, and I belly flop into the pool and I start crying because I also don't know how to swim.
That's okay.
So you like,
I don't feel bad.
no, you literally launched me into the pool. And then Kuya comes and he's like, Alex, what the heck? That's my sister. That's my sister.
Yeah, what'd you do with my
did
sister?
What'd you do?
It's
And
a
you're
belly
like-
flop.
you're just
I thought
like,
you were going to say you hit your head on the side of the pool.
no,
I would have felt bad.
I belly flopped and that hurt. And you were just like, I don't know what to do. And she said yes. So that was my first real memory.
It's a good memory.
Dude, he still does that. Like
Swear.
2 weeks ago, he was like, right, come on, let me throw you out. I'm like, no, man. You remember what you did to my sister?
No.
He's like, no, come on, trust me.
Wait, no, low-key, it might be earlier because we would go like to Florida together. I don't know. I think I was like, I just really liked Alex when I was younger. I think you were saying earlier, like, I used to like tug on your shirt a lot. And you'd be like, stop tugging my shirt. Stop tugging my shirt. But I remember I was like really obsessed with like you and Aaron.
Oh,
Well, do you
why?
know why?
I don't know. I think you guys are just like really cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I liked you guys because
Cooler,
like
cooler
you.
than me?
No, for
At the
sure not.
time.
For sure. Well, maybe yeah at the time.
At the time.
Because like
That's your emo
Kuya,
phase.
yeah, Kuya
Yes.
was like super introverted when we were younger. So like it was very hard for me to talk to him. Also, we have like a 10-year age gap.
Yeah.
So it's a lot harder for me to talk to him because like I'm 3. What the hell am I gonna talk to about with like a 13-year-old?
yeah.
But like Alex and Aaron had very not like immature, but like young spirited energy. So I just like gravitated towards
Aw.
them. So like the Florida trips, there are like so many pictures of like me beside Alex. And there's like one picture where I'm like this beside Alex and like he's like this beside me. And I'm like, why don't I have pictures with Kuya like that?
Yeah, no, because we'll get more into it, but I was very introverted / like teenage angst. Like I was so insecure with a lot of things, and I really just took it out on everybody and everything whenever I got the chance. So we'll talk about it more. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I just remember my shirts were all stretched out. And I was in high school. I didn't have money, so like I just had stretched out shirts all the time. From you and then Zach's little sister, Rachel. You guys loved pulling on my shirt. And I was like, stop pulling my shirt.
I don't have money.
You were like, let me show you something. And you pull my shirt. I'm like, okay, pull my hand. Don't pull my shirt.
No.
I remember that. That's crazy.
Okay, so I guess before we talk about like how you saw Alex and I's success on like Wasabi and how we got there, let's start all the way back in the beginning until we get to that part.
Oh my God. Ew.
So Ariel, youngest sister
Hi, I'm Ariel.
Youngest sibling.
I'm the youngest sibling.
out of
4.
4, and all your brothers are boys. Mm-hmm. How was that growing up? Like, how did that impact you to kind of shape you as a person today?
The dynamic between like all of us, because it's like 10 years apart and then 8 years apart between me and Raymond.
Yeah.
And then there's like a 4-year gap, and then Russell and then me, and me and Russell are 2 years apart. So like I got to see a like different dynamics. So like you say that you had like this emo angsty phase, but like I looked up to that so heavy, like listening to
Wow.
like Mayday Parade and like All Time Low and like Paramore. Like I think that I got a lot of like my angst from you, because whenever like I would see you straighten your hair, I'd be like, I want to cut my bangs. I want to look like Kuya. I want to look like Kuya. And then I think Raymond was able to like show me like the emotional side, and like I got a lot of my humor from Russell. So I think I'm just like the perfect combination of like all the brothers, but also being able to like channel like feminine energy from like, I don't even know.
Where did you draw that from? Like growing up, who inspired you to kind of fall in that, inspire the feminine side in you?
And when you guys got into YouTube, like I don't really know if you guys remember, like, but like Endy Titan Lady.
Titan Lady.
Oh,
Yeah, like she was on Ninja Warrior. Like she was really cool, and like Community Channel and like Michelle Phan. Like they were all like people I really looked up to.
So YouTube helped shape you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So your whole life YouTube has been there.
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
because you guys were like uploading at such a young age, and like I think I was just so like able to see that side of YouTube. So I think that seeing Asian like women like there made me like, oh, maybe I'm cool. Maybe I'm going rock climbing when I'm like literally 10 years old and stuff like that. So it was like a weird but yeah, I didn't think I had like very much like feminine, like a feminine role model to look up to other than mom
And Rolanda.
Rolanda. But like even before Rolanda, like Kuya was also dressing up and lip singing to like songs and stuff, like with you too, like doing a whole new world with each other. And, like you're Aladdin and he's Jasmine. Like I like
he was always the girl.
I don't know.
where did that come from? Like why did you gravitate towards being like the woman character always?
It drew attention. I don't know. The Philippines, I guess there are a lot of mamsters in the Philippines.
Yeah, because
and I was like, oh, that's cool. People love them. They think they're funny. Let me dress like a mamster for Halloween.
Every single
Mamster's
Filipino show my
crazy.
mom watches, there's always a mamster, a super flamboyant guy in there, and he's the comic relief.
Yeah.
right.
And so
Yeah, that's what happened. I did that for a Halloween party in middle school, and people loved it. People were eating it up, like, oh my god!
And it was cool. I guess it was like cooler back then. Also, little information for you guys that don't know, in like the Philippines and in Tagalog specifically, there's no gender. There's no like girl or boy. It's just siya, which is like them or like a person. So if you hear like the people who immigrated from the Philippines like misgender a lot of people, it's not because they're misgendering them, it's just because they genuinely don't have gender in the
You ever
Philippines.
noticed that?
It's like,
I didn't know that.
my mom will always refer to like me as like, oh, can he, or like can he or can she, and she'll like mess it up, but it's because they genuinely don't have gender in the
Facts.
Philippines. Like even as kids, like it's always like bata, like child, not like girl or like boy.
I thought the ma'am sir was just because there's a lot of this is gonna sound offensive, but it's not. There's a lot of lady boys. That's what they call. That's what
lady
they
boys.
say.
Yeah,
lady
It sounds
boys, like
offensive, but
ma'am,
that's
sir.
really what they say. So in the Filipino society, everybody's like, "Oh, let's just not risk it, ma'am sir." So like, "Oh, here you go, ma'am sir." So if there's ever a waiter or anything, they'll be like, "Here you go, ma'am sir," even though like you got the biggest Adam's apple, doesn't matter.
Yeah, literally.
Here you go, ma'am sir.
Wait, is Bretman Rock ladies' boy?
No, well, Bretman also said this in one of his
okay.
interviews. He was just like, I don't care what you call me, like he, she, they, like because he even brought that up of like it's just Sha, and I feel like Sha is like the perfect pronoun or
Sha.
like the way to refer to someone as a Sha, because it's not like offensive. It's just like
He never asked me about my pronouns or gender. He just, from the start of our friendship, bitch.
what's up, bitch? What's up, bitch?
Let's go, bitch. I'm like, hey, man, like you didn't even ask what I like to be called.
But you're like you're low key when he's like, what's up, bitch? And you're like, hey.
That's crazy that you got your emo-ness from work, because I did too.
You did?
Yeah?
Yeah. Once I moved to Eno Trace, that's when I started listening to like Reliant K and Yellow Card and all this stuff because you influenced me. And then you know what sucked is in high school. Once I transferred to your school, it was like the emo group.
Yeah.
Everybody's clothes started getting tighter and tighter, and I just had these big, loose, stretched out shirts. Ariel.
Sorry, my fault, gang. I'm sorry.
And then you guys had like girl jeans and tight band shirts,
those are
and I was just
cool,
like
man.
wearing a tent everywhere I went.
Look at you.
But like the reason that I got like that emo like lifestyle was because my room was right next to the bathroom, and Kuya would always clean the bathroom because that was like his chore in the house.
Oh, yeah.
He like loves to
Even
clean
now.
the bathroom, and he would have like these speakers that would connect to like the iPod, and all you would hear is like, I'm in trouble, I'm an addict, I'm addicted to this girl, and I'd be like, playing it on like Raymond's like really dinky ukulele, and I'm like, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Aw.
So yeah, I got that from you for
That's
sure.
cool. I didn't know it
I
inspired
think
both of you guys.
that you
Yeah.
inspired a lot
Whoa.
of my musical
And the thing is, like,
creativities.
emo music, it inspired me too, but some of the lyrics, looking back into it now, it's so depressing.
Yeah.
Oh,
super
yeah.
depressing.
Like, cut my wrist, I'll slit my throat.
Yeah.
I love you, I'll die for you. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, I'm about that.
Me as an
Yeah,
8th
I'ma
grader.
slit my throat.
Me as an 8-year-old being like, I'm gonna slit my wrist.
Yeah,
Before that, my whole life up till that, so probably like till 14 years old, was radio. Whatever's on the radio. I knew all the words to the songs on the radio. I never thought about different genres.
Yeah.
Until you, yeah.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks,
You're an
guys.
inspiration
Oh,
for
okay,
everyone, for me and Alex.
So I kind of know your relationship, as in you didn't super have one because of the age difference. So did you have a different relationship with each brother, or like?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think that Russell growing up was very much like your built-in best friend. Mm-hmm. Russell is like the
2 years younger than you.
2 years older.
Older
so
than, sorry.
3. He's the third sibling because I'm the fourth one. So him and I, we like just shared a room. Like even though there's an extra room in the house, like we just loved each other's presence enough to like share a room.
Yeah.
So him and I were just like built-in besties from the start. And then Raymond, he and I like had a very like, I would annoy him a lot when we were younger, but like I looked up to him like heavy. Like he was the smart one. He was the one that like always got good grades. He was like stylish from the start. But I later realized that talking to Raymond, like he got a lot of like his inspiration of style from you. So like I think inherently we all just looked up to you because
Really?
a lot of the traits that we had like stemmed from you.
Yeah.
And I think that I was always afraid to talk to you because you were so much older and you were like so angsty and you like you like snuck out and stuff and like
I didn't sneak out.
Pop
Sneak out.
broke your phone or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Sneak
true.
out,
Like a quarter mile down the road.
no, like sneak out like he would skip school.
Oh.
Because I remember there was that one time where the school, like Northern, called the house.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, your son, Roy, da-da-da, was absent from da-da-da on da-da-da-da-da. And then mom and pa, like, ripped your ass apart. And they were just like, what the f***? Da-da-da-da.
I skipped school.
Yeah, like
for-
once.
Go to
Once.
state fair with somebody.
Oh my God.
skip school so much. Don't do it. But
Yo,
I
Loki,
skip
me too.
school
It's
so
okay.
much.
Sorry, mom. She's right here. Sorry, mom. But I think that this is like such a pivotal like year in my life was when it was like 2009 and Kuya was just now making money from YouTube. I think that was like the time 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
When
Around
you
there,
guys
yeah.
started making a little bit of money. And he got me this Piplup plushie for Christmas. And it was like probably like 2 feet tall, but it was like the best thing ever. And I slept with it and we still have it in the house.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, like this guy actually pays attention to what I freaking like because Pokemon Pearl just came out and that was my starter Pokemon. And I was like, this is so lit. And then he bought Raymond a film camera and they like cried together and then they like hugged. And I think in that moment I was like, okay, this is like my older brother. Like that was like such a pivotal moment in my, like that is probably like a very core memory to me is like when he bought all of us Christmas presents and it was stuff that we actually like cared about. Cause to me, I was like, Kuya is so disconnected from our lives because like
He
I'm so
doesn't
much younger. He
care.
doesn't know.
Yeah,
Doesn't know
yeah.
anything. He's like too busy filming. Like he's at school, And then when he like actually found things that we cared about, I was like, what the hell? Cause you also bought Russell Soul Silver that year.
Oh,
What's
look
that?
at me.
It's a Pokemon game.
Oh.
But it like hadn't released yet or some no, it released in just Japan. It hadn't released in like the US yet. So you got Russell Soul Silver, but it was a Japanese version.
Yep.
But Russell was freaking out because he was like, oh my gosh, like this game isn't even out yet here. Da, da, da. And we were like all so excited. And I was like, oh my God, like he pays attention.
Yeah.
Like this
I
guy.
don't even read Japanese.
You're right. We
How am I gonna play this game?
So much fun. But like, I think in that moment I was like, oh my God, this guy is like the best. He's like the best.
The thing is, like, I did pay attention growing up. I just didn't know how to express feelings and I didn't know how to communicate because growing up, we didn't really communicate at all because I guess that's like in the Philippines culturally, I guess it's hard to communicate
Yeah, it's just like, just do it because.
generations before. So that's one thing I kind of learned growing up, especially in America, like in school, like seeing all these kids, like talking and conversating with like their parents and like their relatives. I'm like, maybe we should do that more.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a thing I picked up growing up, and I tried it and it works.
And I think that you really were like the person that brought the family closer, because I think there was just like such a rift between like our family and like you. And I thought that like, oh my gosh, like Kuya's never gonna talk to us, like he hates us, because like I grew up thinking that Kuya hated us for some reason, like me and the siblings, like I just thought he hated us. And then that Christmas I was like, oh my god, he loves us, like he cares about us. I think that was like, and it wasn't because like you did anything to us, it was just sometimes like you wouldn't talk to us, like at dinner we'd call you down and then like you would just sit there and like eat, but then there was like nothing really, there was like no substance. But like there would be times we had 2 computers in the computer room, and there'd be like days where like you would be playing Maple Story and we'd like be sitting beside you and playing Sims, and we'd be like, oh my gosh, we're bonding with Kuya. Or like there'd be times where he would play like Super Smash Brothers and we were like so ass at the game, but we'd be like, oh my god, we're watching
so cool.
so cool. But that was like for real though, like me and Russell would just like watch Kuya and we'd be like, holy shit, he's so cool at the game. It was one of those things where it was just like, I think that the siblings and I like secretly really looked up to you, but we were just like, man, he hates us, bro, he hates us.
It's hard to be the oldest brother. I want to know your Aaron and how he dealt being the oldest brother.
I don't know,
because he probably had to deal with like certain like, you know, standards, like you know, you gotta be like protector and like being the
you would
most
always
mature
like,
and looking
you
up.
always refer to yourself as like the guinea pig child, like you always have to like make the mistakes first. Aaron was my favorite.
I think he was like the good kid growing up, because Andrew wasn't born yet, so he was the good kid. I was the I wasn't rebelling, I was just the bad kid, I guess.
In comparison to Aaron?
Not bad, but I would be the one like, oh, watch out, Alex gonna jump off the roof, or Alex, he's gonna do something crazy.
You were just the male version of your mom.
Yeah.
I just didn't think about stuff. I just did it, and then I would get in trouble a lot. And then they'd be like, why'd you do that? I'm like, my guess is as good as yours. I don't know.
Just my brain told me to. It's called an intrusive thought, bro.
So, no, at the end of the day, I loved all of you guys. I just didn't know how to express it. That's it.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of internal stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And I think now, like, we have a really good relationship.
I think so, too.
I'm willing to like call, like I call him randomly some days, just like talk about, oh, you see this anime? You see what?
I'm like, oh my god, I've seen Gojo Sensei.
Yo,
dude,
I freaking love Gojo. Gojo siblings.
Gojo's so gas, bro. She's my Gen Z source, so anything Gen Z.
2000, baby. I'm 2000.
Even if me and Roy are talking, I'm like, I don't know. You should probably ask Ariel. He's like, okay,
I know. Okay, let's do a quick segue.
Okay.
This is called the Do Alex and Roy know Gen Z? So say something and we'll decipher.
Okay, when people are like, oh, I f with this heavy. Like, what is I f with this heavy? Like heavy.
You said heavy a lot in this podcast.
What is heavy?
It's like same as hella.
Just you like put emphasis on it. Like, oh, I f with this heavy.
Yeah,
I f with this
East
hella.
Coast hella.
I'm hungry, heavy. Is that it?
No.
Okay, say it in the context.
Like, I haven't worked out in a while. I'm heavy. That's not right?
Alex, do you know what a bop is?
A bop is a good song.
That is what a bop is, but that's not what a bop is now.
Oh, now a bop is
no bueno. It is not a good thing.
It's not.
A boy on penguins.
Oh, what the hell? No, it's a hoe, because she be like bopping around.
Oh, she
like
do be
bopping
doing
from.
Bop.
I know
a few bops.
Stop me.
Like that, you're bopping around from person to person. You're bopping.
Bop. Yo, that heavy though.
Would you rather be a bop or a pick me?
Oh my god.
What's a pick me?
Do you know what a pick me is?
Pick me?
Yeah. It's
No.
like the girls that, or like the guys where they're like, oh, girls just don't like me. Guys just don't like me. Like, I'm just like too different. Like, people don't f with me heavy. Really? It's like people that like, they bring themselves down a level so people give them attention.
I thought pick me was like, you'll change your personality so that somebody will like you. So you're like, pick me.
That too, but
I've
like,
dated a few pick me's and I'm like, oh, it sucks because they're just trying to get you to. I'm like, I want to like you for you, not change yourself to make me like you.
But there's like different variations of pick me. So they're like the pick me girls that are like, I don't know anything. Like, I'm just like so clueless. Like, that's a pick me because you just want to like. They're like, pick me, take care of me.
Yeah.
And there's that pick me of like, oh, I'm gonna like change my personality based off of like who I'm around. that's like a chameleon kind of.
Where do you learn these from? TikTok? Or just from like hanging out?
She creates them.
Oh.
And then she spreads them to the society.
Me. Type. Oh, you guys know what type B is, or like type?
Yeah, diabetes. It's diabetes. That's
Right?
not. Is it?
Type B.
Type B diabetes.
Type B or like type like type.
What's B and type B?
Type beat, like BEAT.
beat.
Type beat.
Oh.
Type.
Yeah, it's like when you look up instrumentals and you want like Juice WRLD type beat, and then you it's like that vibes. You want that Juice WRLD vibe. Is that correct?
No, it's not.
Okay, what is it?
It's like it's also to put like emphasis on something. It's like, oh, can you play that Megan Thee Stallion type?
Yeah, like if you go on YouTube and you type Juice WRLD type beat,
Sure.
you find
Yeah.
everything.
But if you say Meg Thee Stallion type, does that
Type beat,
means
type beat.
That's like type B and type same thing.
oh,
So if you ask for that, if you tell somebody and they enter it in, are they gonna put Meg Thee Stallion or something similar to Meg Thee Stallion?
Either one, whatever you think that Megan Thee Stallion type shit is.
Oh.
So it's just like things
Just
relating
something
to
similar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
bro, I'd rather just keep having edge sesh.
Oh my god.
Excess?
Yeah,
Edge sesh.
I'm not gonna say what it
Edge
means right
sesh?
now.
You know,
but
edge sesh.
don't
I
say
know
that,
what it meant
Alex.
in
Don't
our
say
day.
that.
Huh?
Don't say
I know
that.
what it meant in our day. I don't know if
It's the same. It's the same thing.
Oh, the same thing, same thing.
I taught Kuya
What's the
what a
thing?
goon was, guys.
Wait, what's a goon? What's a goon?
Right
Ask
here.
Alex, what's a goon? I forgot what it is.
No,
I'm a goon.
What's a goon?
don't say that, Alex.
I'm a goon. But the Lil Wayne used to be like, oh, I'm a goon.
Well, that's different from what it is
Oh,
now.
I'm a goon from back then.
It's,
What is it now?
a goon is like the master of edging.
Oh,
Wait, etching's bad?
edging is great.
Yeah. Right? What? Is it bad?
Call me Goon Lord. Goon Lord.
God, this is so good. Y'all know what tweaking is?
Tweaking. Yeah, you feel like a little idiotic.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you tweaking. Like, it's like if somebody's like, they're like stuttering and and they're just like, I can't, but you're like, oh my gosh, she's tweaking right now.
Tweaking.
I'm so dead. That was really good.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
so dead. I never got into that.
Oh, I'm so dead. I'm
I feel
so
like
weak.
I'm so dead, or oh my god, I'm
weak.
literally dead. I'm weak, and I was like, you're not. I know you're saying that, but in real life, on the other side of this phone, I guarantee you're alive.
Shut up, Alex.
That's what I would always think in my head. I'm like, you are not weak from that. You're probably not even actually laughing out loud right now, are you?
You think you thought we were crazy growing up?
And no, I think that you guys were everything I wanted you to be.
What do you mean?
Genuinely, because I think that you guys had like such a creative outlet that I feel like a lot of men didn't have, because I feel like a lot of men were very much like, I'm gonna be an engineer, I'm gonna be a doctor, but like y'all were just so
Go with the flow.
like
With a heavy boy.
But like you guys were just like so creative, and I think I never saw like any creativity flow out of men. So you
Really?
guys were like the first people that I was like, damn, they are freaking cool. Like I was never embarrassed by you. Never.
There were no creative people, men in North Carolina?
No, I mean like, and then you were like uploading on YouTube, and then there was like Smosh, and then like
Yeah.
Ryan Higa, but other than that, like I didn't know them until you guys were
So you
uploading.
didn't think we were weird, but comparatively to other people, could you see how they thought we were weird?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think you were just like, I was like very much like, and I think that like seeing you be creative
Yeah.
was when I was like, oh, he's not just like this. Jersey just got colder, like not that guy.
Yeah.
Like you were actually just like, you were like a kid, like you're a kid at heart, like you're young spirited. I think that was the times where I would like see that, and when you guys would film, like I would always get so happy when I would see Alex's car outside.
Oh,
I would
really?
get so happy.
Oh,
When-
they're gonna
was
do
it like
something crazy.
you,
Oh my God,
you
I'm
drove you drove a white car. I think
Yeah,
that was
my parents' car. Yeah.
yeah, that was the car. When I would see that, I would get so excited. I would be like, "Oh my god, they're filming!" And I was
Was it
like,
because you knew something crazy was gonna happen?
"Yeah." And I would like, I remember, I think it was like either I was sick or it was like a like we didn't have school that day.
Yeah.
But you guys got like I don't know if it was like a sponsorship or an ad from Skittles, and it was like Drop the Rainbow. And I remember when you guys were filming that, and I was like, "This is so cool." They're just throwing Skittles everywhere. You guys were like dancing and stuff, and I was like, "This is so sick. I love that."
I remember that video. I remember it was like, wah, bah, 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 bah,
Yeah,
bah.
literally.
And I like it's so funny because on the video it looks so cool, so crazy, all these lights, and then in real life it's just you and me going
Like,
like
like
this.
you guys were
No lights,
tweaking,
no-
tweaking,
yeah,
y'all
we're
were
tweaking.
tweaking.
You
But,
were
like,
tweaking.
I remember like seeing that, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, this is so sick! Like this is everything. This is like
that's
everything."
I
In that
remember
moment.
making the music for that song Because that was when Skrillex was really popular.
Yeah, like
so I looked up
Bangarang.
like how to make Skrillex beats. You know, whack, 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 whack. I'm like, all right. And I was like, okay, Alex, here's the song. And now go like that.
Yeah, that's crazy that you would like, because I remember we'd be filming and you would come in and out and just come look and like watch for a little bit and then go back to playing video games with Russell or something. And I always thought, I don't know, I just never thought it never crossed my mind to think of what you were thinking at that young age.
I was like so like into what you guys were doing.
I did
Like,
not realize that. I thought you were just like, oh, my brothers are being weird.
Yeah.
And
No,
like,
I never thought that. I thought it was like really cool that you guys were doing that from
I
like
never thought that.
age. I think like that and like swag on and like the ultimate Nutella sandwich. Like those were my favorite videos. And like I remember like being a kid and being like, yeah, my brother makes YouTube videos. You guys should check it out and be like swag on. Like swagalicious.
was there ever a time where we were like, hey, can you be in this video? And you were like excited?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the Rolanda, when I was young Rolanda, like I was really excited to be in that. I feel like there were other videos that I was in, but I just like can't remember them.
I remember asking Roy, I was like, hey, I wrote this script, but you think Ariel would be fine with being little Rolanda? And he was like, I don't know. Because he didn't know.
No, yeah, like
And
I was,
like,
and I think that was like the time where I was like, I was trying to be creative, but didn't know how to. So like I would play instruments because like he played instruments. So like when Guia did something, I would just like copy it. Like he played guitar, I played guitar. Like you got Russell a guitar.
I inspired you.
Yeah, literally. Like you remember when you got Russell a guitar and then I just started playing it instead of him. So like that, like I played piano because of you. I played lacrosse because of you. Like there's a lot of things that you did. I'm gonna cry later because I know it. But there's a lot of things that you did that I inherently did because I thought you were like so cool.
Aw.
Yeah, just your little copycat.
Your sister's my little sister looking up to me.
No, literally.
I'm allergic to
Affection.
affection. I don't know how to communicate. I'm gonna be angsty. Cut my wrist, black my eyes. All right.
But yeah, I like never thought that what you guys did was like embarrassing. I thought that it was like really cool.
Aw.
Thought it was super cool.
While the rest of the world thought we were just stupid. That's
They
right.
did.
They did.
But when you thought we were cool, the world thought we were weird. Like at school, we weren't like the popular kids. We were like, oh, the weird kids that made videos.
Yeah. Because they're a bunch of edgelords.
They're a bunch
That's
of
why.
goons. They're
We
just a
got
bunch of
goons.
goons.
All the men were trying to goon out while we're right here fulfilling our dreams. That's why.
We didn't even know what we were doing. We were just having fun.
Yeah, honestly.
And it turned into something.
Yeah.
That turned
was
into
cool.
your career, which I like appreciate.
Yeah,
Thank you,
luckily.
everybody who watched Alex and Kuya. You guys gave him a good life. Also, if you don't know what Kuya means, that means older brother
Yes.
in Tagalog. So don't
You
make
gave-
fun of us.
You gave us and our families
A
better
really
lives.
good
Yeah.
life.
So thank you, everybody.
To the
growing
bottom
up.
of my heart.
YouTube got me out of that Texas Roadhouse grind.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No more
Dude.
dancing for customers for me.
Can you show us what you did real quick at Texas
Yeah.
Roadhouse?
I can't
Dude,
remember.
you know how
but-
many people like I went to school with that would mention how like you would work there?
Yeah.
Like in high school when people were working at Texas Roadhouse, they still talked about how you were working at that Texas Roadhouse. So
I
by
know.
Costco?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're like the famous person.
I know. I went back like a couple months ago. I went back and I haven't worked there for how long? 13 years?
13 plus
Yeah,
years.
13, bro.
It was like 13 years. And I went back and everybody knew me. You saw the stories?
Yep.
Everybody knew me. They gave me like a free shirt. Like the waiters are like taking turns stopping by my table for pictures. And then I was like, wait, how old are you guys? And they were like, oh, we're like 16, 17. I was like, so, you know, I used to work here. And they're like, oh, we know. And I was like, what? And I guess I'm the legend that used to work
No,
there.
I genuinely think you are because my friends that worked at Texas Roadhouse, they were like, yeah, Alex, like we still talk about Alex to this day. I'm like, y'all don't even know him.
Yeah, and like when I went there, the cooks were like, "You want to cook a steak?" I couldn't even do that when I worked there. And then they were like, I was like, "Sure." And then they put gloves on me, and I just went to the back and cooked a steak. And I was like,
Okay,
What?
whatever.
"What?" I don't know. It was cool though.
It's word of mouth, man. You did the place a favor by just working there.
No,
When
I think so too.
I worked there, and then if you don't know the story, go back to our old podcast. But I talk about how I got fired, kind of, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then after YouTube took off and you were in college, and if you were busy, I wasn't filming, I would be like, come back every month or so, and tip the waiter $100, whoever it was, doesn't matter how much the bill was, or I just double the bill if it's more than 100. And then it got to the point where every time I came in, they were fighting.
Oh, no way.
It's my tip. You got a last time. You got a last time. I did that for years.
This guy was Mr. Beast before Mr. Beast was a thing. Tipping people $100.
That's crazy.
We were the original North Carolina YouTubers.
And then Rhett and Link. And then Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Fun story about Rhett and Link. If you guys don't know, I went to NC State and so did Kuya. I was in this marketing class and there's this guy who like helped make merch for the Good Mythical Morning team. And they have like this comb where if you like stand it up and then you like put your finger like along the bristles, like it plays their theme.
Oh, that's cool.
And the guy who made it, like I was telling him that like I was a really big like Good Mythical Morning like fan. I was like, I love these guys. I like love them so much. And he gave me like the prototype for the comb. Oh. So I still have it.
That's cool. I love this comb.
Wow, we should do that for spicy food.
No, no, it was so cool. It was so cool.
Dang.
Yeah. Hey, and like I love you guys so freaking much.
Hire my sister.
Yo, facts, hire me. I got
She's
you guys.
looking for a future job potentially. You're an assistant manager at Target, right?
Yeah, shouts out. I'm not gonna say where I live.
Are you?
Shouts out the
Shout out
hills.
the store 2005.
When you graduated college?
2023.
A year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah, you graduated a year ago.
Oh wow! What did you get? What did you
I was
graduate in?
business with a concentration in marketing, so it was fun.
Oh, that's perfect for Rhett and Link.
No,
Oh,
really.
yeah.
Yeah. Y'all need someone? Just kidding.
How was college?
College was really fun at first, and then COVID hit. So I was a freshman. It was my second semester in college, and then COVID hit, and that sucked ass. Like,
Why?
bad. Because, like, sorry, mom's right here, but I was partying heavy, like, my freshman year. I was drinking, like, every week. I was like, yeah, I'm out the house. I got my dorm life.
Freshman.
It's a state.
Freshman,
Like, you're being a freshman.
Yep.
And then, literally, like, everything just gets cut off.
Yep.
Like everything gets cut off. Like everything's online now. And then we had to still pay full tuition. Like my mom was paying full tuition.
That's
and
insane.
we're online.
Dorms
We're
and stuff?
online. Yeah, we're online.
But
so
were
it's-
you still in the dorms, or you?
No, we got kicked off.
And you had to pay full?
Yeah.
What?
From
yeah,
home.
from home.
Schooling from home.
Yeah. So my sophomore and junior, like a little bit of my junior year, it was like hybrid my junior year, but like sophomore year, we got put on for like 2 weeks. Like we were in class for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we'll be fine. Like we're just gonna half capacity the classes. We'll be okay. And then 2 weeks.
Got worse.
It got worse.
Damn.
2 weeks later, like we got kicked out again. So it was like a really tough time because people are always like, college is the time of your life. College is the time of your life. It's a time to explore yourself and da-da-da. But we got like kicked off. So I went from having like so many friends to like not seeing them at all. And like, of course, you know, with social media and like all these apps and everything, like it's so easy to talk to everybody, but it's nothing beats like actual face-to-face interaction
And experiences together.
Exactly. So it was one of those things where it was like I felt like I lost out on so many experiences in college because we came back like it's my senior year and it's the first time that I'm in person.
So you took 3 years, 2.5 years
Yeah.
from home to
Yeah.
go home? So when you're,
So I was like hybrid my junior year. So like I saw people, but obviously it's not the same of just like actually like living off campus or like on campus.
And then even when you were back, you had to do social distancing.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I think it was probably like my senior year, like probably September, October. They were like, okay, we're lifting the mask mandate. So like we still were like social distancing up until October. And then my class was like the first time that there was like no social distancing.
Yeah.
Like practicing social distancing for the graduation. So it's like a full graduation and everything like that. So that was cool. But it was like freshman year and then like senior year. So it was just like I felt like I had to
just
like,
senior year.
Yeah, really just senior year.
That's
Senior and a half
crazy.
year.
Andrew just he was on and he told us about how high school he lost the two junior and senior year of high school. So this is the first time we're hearing about a college experience.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Wait
Yeah.
till you hear Bonette's story. She didn't even graduate. And she went to dental school.
She went to dental school.
They didn't even have a graduation.
Like a commencement.
We had her on the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I liked that one too.
I have ADHD.
Love Monette. I love
We've
Monette.
had so many.
Each weekend, bro.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
Facts, bro. Facts. Do they say bro still in Gen Z?
Yeah. I say bro a lot.
Bro.
Or like dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude made a comeback. That was like in when we were younger, and then
Dude.
and like when we were in college stuff, nobody said dude, and now it came back. Just like emo music. I'm so glad that came back.
No,
Emo?
me too.
I love
Yeah.
Yeah,
emo
because
music,
like
bro.
Ariel is 11 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Andrew started playing my music when he came to visit one day,
No
and I was
way.
like, "Whoa, how do you know Metro Station? What?"
Wait, Metro? He playing Metro?
Yeah, he was playing Metro Station. I was
Whoa.
like, "Where did you hear that? Did you get that from my playlist or something?" He's like, "No, I got it on TikTok." I was like, "Is it back? Is it back?" And then Jake and Johnny and Tara blew up, and I was like, "Yes, they got it back!
Let's go.
I was like, "Nice."
That formidified my teenage years.
Yeah, me
Mine too.
Inspired a lot of people, apparently.
Yeah, I loved it. I was the guy in the car that would be like, "Okay, everybody in the back seat." It was like 5 guys, like men, and I was like, "Guys, okay, you guys sing the backup harmony, and then we'll sing the lead." And then they're like, "Alex, why do you always want to do this?" And then by the end of the song, we're like, "Ah!"
It's
and then we're
so
like,
good.
"Yo!" And then the music dies down, and we're like, "Bro, that was a good one. That was a good one." Mayday Parade. Second, what was it? Mayday Parade. Oh, 3 cheers for 5 years. That's the one we
So I
would go
swear that
in.
you don't have to go.
I
Thought we could wait for the fireworks. I thought we could wait for the snow.
Yeah, let's
March over Georgia and kill the hurts. I thought I could live in your arms and spend every moment I had with you. Stay up all night with the stars. Confess all the faith that I had in you. I had in you. So good.
We actually, so Roy always played the girl when we're on camera, but when it came to duets,
Were you
like Secondhand
always the
Serenade,
girl?
I was always the higher voice. The girl. I was always the girl voice, yeah.
Ready? Come on, take a step towards me.
So you can figure me out.
Oh my gosh.
I've been on. Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry, we're going. Shout out to emo music. Thank you.
No, for real.
emo.
I want to go to emo night so bad.
You haven't been before. It's awesome.
I go
It's
nuts.
nice.
I would go nuts.
I
think I'd
do.
go
bad,
I get
bro.
in the mosh pits. I'm too old, but I'll get in the mosh pits and be in
Same.
pain for like a week.
It's like, check, yes, Juliet. You're like, me, I'm Juliet.
We should go. We should go.
We should go.
Is it coming up?
I don't know.
But
They
I
have
remember,
like little ones all the time, but the
fly
big
out.
ones are the cool ones.
Yeah. There's
Fly
one
out.
called Emo Night Day. So it's emo night, but
In
it's
the
like,
daytime?
It's just a big. No, it's not daytime. I don't know why it's called Emo Night Day, but like it's huge. We like last time I went, we had lead singer of Mayday Parade was there.
Oh my God.
Dashboard Confessional. The lead singer was singing there.
I would go
I
nuts.
keep hearing that they're gonna bring Warped Tour back. Like every year, I'm like, oh, there's rumors.
If
it might
will.
come
Warped
back.
Tour
It
was
might come
back, I would go.
They
Did
will.
you see that Paramore is opening for Taylor Swift? Paramore does not need to open. Guys, get Paramore on the main stage, guys.
Well, it's just
Hot
Taylor
take.
Taylor Swift is huge.
She's
I guess.
she's
But
huge.
Paramore is a legend, but in today's day, she's not as big as she used to be.
Yeah.
But I would do it.
I'm like,
Yo, she's got
Swift?
people
Okay.
singing The Only Exception again, and I'm like sobbing. Like,
Dude,
me.
okay, when Warped Tour happens, we're going.
We're gonna go.
No matter what
Hell
it is.
yeah. No
Roy's
matter
gonna
what.
gift for Christmas. He's gonna get us.
Warped
That'll
Tour.
be sick.
Absolutely.
Yo,
He
yo.
does listen. Oh.
Dude, one of these days, I always wish that, band members or singers, kids know who we are, so that way they can invite us.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's always the
there's
hope.
I've gotten so many trips or like tickets or stuff because some guy's kid or like
Knows
some
who
band
you?
member's kid or like the owner of Jollibee's kid was a big fan.
Yeah.
So I had the craziest trip of my life because of that. He didn't even
I
know
love
me.
that. It was like,
Just his
whatever.
kid was like, "Hey, for Christmas, can you bring Alex over here?" And he's like, "Okay."
Shout
And
outs
I
to
did.
kids. Shout outs to kids.
Shout out to kids.
All right,
Your demographic.
so fast forwarding here. What were your thoughts when Call Me Maybe happened and you saw, I guess, since you were inspired and you loved watching us film,
When
Yeah.
was that? 2012?
2012?
13?
I think 12.
11 or 12, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember going on like your computer and then you're seeing the numbers like, oh, what the
Or
is
your
it a
friends
million?
talk
Yeah,
about it at
for
school.
sure. So I think this started, you were in the piano room and
Yeah.
you were like playing Call Me Maybe on the piano. Like that's my first memory of it. Cause I
Oh.
didn't know the song.
Uh-huh.
And Kuya was playing on the piano and I was like, that's a cool song. And then you guys uploaded it and then it went on the radio. I think that you guys like found the song like right before it blew up.
I think, yeah, before it blew up, because we were on the way back from Florida, and I was like, Roy, I know it's not, because like without knowing that it was going to blow up, I was like, look, this is not the coolest thing to admit, but there's this catchy ass song that I
Call
want
Me
to show
Baby.
you.
Yep.
I don't think I'm like I'm lame
tweaking.
type shit. Yeah.
Like, type shit,
Check it
type
out.
shit.
He was like, that's a good song.
No, yeah, like
Yeah,
I
and then-
remember
yeah.
like Kuya playing it on the piano. I was like, this is a cool song. And then you guys uploaded it. And I kid you not, I could still like recite like everything of that. Like that's how
yeah.
much I watched that video like alone. Like I really
alone.
liked the video. Like I really liked that video. And then I think I was like in middle school when that happened. And then this is just when like iPod touches and like iPhones were becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And then I saw one of my classmates playing it.
No way.
And like in chemistry, and I was like, that's my brother. And they were like, this is such a funny video, this is so funny. And I was like, wait a minute. I think that was just like the moment Carrington Middle School, like everybody playing that, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
Did they believe you? Everybody believed you?
No.
Okay, sure, it's your brother.
And I like had to show them like a picture. I was like, that's my brother. And I was like, holy shit. Because I think like the previous to that, it was just like your parody videos, like Swag On, and like I
like
think
Tarzan and Jane.
and like I think like How to Be Ryan Higa, like were your most famous
like
videos.
little sketches too.
Yeah, I think that was like your most famous, but like you hadn't hit numbers like your Call Me Maybe video, and I think that was the moment where I was like, oh shit, this is like a thing. And then you guys kept filming in like the house by NC State where you guys like lived at, and you guys were doing like the dances and like the chubby suits and everything like that, and like the ice bath challenge, and you guys were like, see, like I kept up with your shit. Like I was like your secret admirer type.
When I want to see if this is the same situation. So I used to watch Suits a lot, and I love that show, and I would show all my friends that show for like 6 years. Then they put it on Netflix. It became like the #1 series in the world. Everybody watched it. I was like, is that how you felt when everybody started watching your YouTube videos, which is us?
Yeah,
like, those are mine. Don't watch those videos.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I never wanted to like gatekeep you guys because like I thought you guys were cool, and I was like the sister that like, to a point where if kind of I feel like to other people it was like braggy to be like, that's my brother, but like I was genuinely just like so proud of you guys because you guys were like doing what you guys wanted to do. And it was like there was never a time in my life where I was like, Kuya and Alex are so embarrassing. Like I never thought that. Like I thought that you guys were genuine. Like even now, like I don't think you guys are embarrassing at all. Like I think you guys are just, to anybody who thinks that they like fake their personality, like they genuinely don't. Like this is who they are. Like this is like what you get on camera is like 100% them. Like these 30-year-old anime lovers, like that's just who they are. So
you don't think Goon Lord's embarrassing?
Yeah, no, like this is him. like they troll all the time. Like this is genuinely who they are. So I just like all the haters out there, like this is really them. So I never thought that any
Thanks
of that was
for being a huge fan.
No, absolutely.
Like you're the #1 supporter.
No, absolutely. Like I genuinely was like, this is everything. Like everything. This is it. And then when you guys blew up, and then you graduated college, and you guys were talking about going to LA.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna cry here, but like I like. Ew!
You know what she's gonna say?
I don't.
Oh my god! I felt like.
You can take your time. It's okay.
Yeah, take your time.
Take your time.
I'm just like trying not to laugh or cry, but like when you said you were going to Los Angeles, I was like, don't. Because like we were just now getting close, and then you left. And like it was really hard because looking up to you as like a kid, I just didn't want to cry on this. Gross. But like I looked up to you so much as like a kid, and like when you started blowing up and everything, like was when we actually started getting close. So then you being like, oh, I'm gonna go to California, I was like, why? I was like, why would you do that? Like we're just now getting close. And then you guys left, and then like that day when we were at Ricky's, and like the going away party, I was like, damn, like this is real. Like you are actually leaving. And like I was trying so hard not to be mad because I knew that it was like better for you guys. But like I was so mad. Like I think that you leaving in my head, like as a 13-year-old, was like, oh, our family's like broken now. Because I was like, you're so far away. And like, how are we supposed to like have family outings? Like, how are we supposed to go and like to Florida or like have family vacations? Like, we can't do that anymore because like you left. And I was like so angry. And like, I think that was like the start of like my real angst was like when you left, because I was just like so mad. Like, I didn't want you to leave. Like, it felt like that day when you left and like we were at Ricky's, I was like a part of me is leaving too. So like when you left, obviously I was so happy for you, but also I couldn't help but like be so upset because I was like, dude, like our relationship is just now like starting and you're freaking leaving. And it just felt like, not to make it about me, but I was like, man, f- you, like this sucks. Like I didn't want you to leave. But like, I think that, you know, you being here and like making your career a thing was able to like, we were able to like see each other more because like you would always fly us out and everything. But I was like so mad when you left.
He didn't want to leave.
I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, after the podcast, I didn't know that until you guys like said that on the podcast. Like
I didn't want to leave, but I was like, I was more like go with the flow, kind of like, I guess that's what we gotta do. And like at the time we had to start going there for meetings or for collabs, and I was like, dude, I think we gotta move there. And then I think he knew that was what we should do, but he didn't want to. But then he also didn't want to be confrontational and be like, no.
Yeah.
Which, looking back on it now, we could have stayed. I'm sorry. I didn't know. We just thought we didn't know. We thought we had to go.
No, and I think that it was good for you guys because I think that you like got the exposure that you needed here and you like had all your experiences. But yeah, like going throughout high school without like knowing that I had like an older, I don't know if like Andrew has like the same experience, but like not that you forget that you have an older brother. Like, not that I forgot that Guia was my brother, but it was one of those things where like you forget you can reach out to them. Like that's what happened a lot in like high school. Like I was going through like a lot of in high school that I feel like I only told you about like after.
Yeah.
But like thinking that I couldn't reach out to you, because like you and Andrew are how many years apart? 12, and like me and Guia are 10 years apart. So obviously we can reach out to you guys because like you already have gone through the things that we've gone through.
Yeah.
But like to me, because I didn't see you, it was one of those things where it was like, I can't reach out to him.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like, yo, he's just this freaking guy. That's my brother, but I can't reach out to him. I don't know why I thought that. I think it was just one of those things where like I didn't want to be like a bother to you, but I didn't realize like you felt also really lonely in California. So maybe it would have been better if I did reach out, but that's okay.
Yeah, I didn't know how to reach out either. I'm sorry I made you angry.
No, it's okay. I think it was just a lot of angst and going through puberty and like you leaving during like a weird time and like us just now getting close during those times. It was very weird.
Yeah, but I feel like we did get closer even more after I left.
Yeah, for sure.
It was great.
You remember Ricky's?
I do, bro. That was.
Dude,
We didn't know that was gonna happen.
I knew it was gonna happen.
You knew?
Because Jeff accidentally texted me.
Queer
He
Jeff.
was like, "Hey, we're meeting at Ricky's, right?" I was like, "All right."
That was cool. I remember showing up and you were there first, and I walk in and I was like, I thought we were just getting pizza, and then I was like, whoa. And I look everywhere I looked was like a part of my life. I was like, whoa, you're from my childhood. You're from school. You're from whoa. And I was like, wow. And then I was like ADHD like, oh, this is so cool. And then I look at you and you're bawling, and I was like, oh yeah, this is sad. You reminded me that it was a sad moment, and I bawled. I was crying hard.
It's like, this is the last day.
And it was like everyone
living in this
together. It was like
place.
everyone together.
Yeah, I think I just don't put thought into it, so I didn't realize like, oh, I'm not gonna see them all the time.
I think you're very present-minded. In that moment, you're very present, being like, oh my God, everybody's here, but you're not thinking about why everybody's there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, cool, guys.
Oh, we're moving tomorrow.
Yeah, Ricky's. Ricky's is not a place, like a guy's house. It's a pizza place.
It's a pizza place.
It's like a small pizza
Eno
place.
Square, baby. Shouts out.
Dang.
Handy's Chinese.
Handy Chinese Kitchen. Yo, if everybody in the local Triangle area, go visit Handy Kitchen.
Is this still open?
Yes, bro.
Best
yes,
Chinese
bro. Best
ever.
Chinese
So
takeout
good.
ever. Shout out the Lin family. Shouts out.
Ever. I'm telling you.
Sponsor us.
I've had good Chinese food.
So now that we've talked about how you felt when we left, let's talk about the other big instance where we broke up. A lot of people, they knew we broke up, but they didn't know why. They didn't know we fell apart. They thought like, oh, they just want to go in different directions, because we kind of hid that from the public at the time.
Yeah.
That we were having differences.
Wait, did you know I was like sad when I moved here?
I knew you were. I think I could like tell from your vlogs. I think that there was like you would hang out with like Marlon and everybody, and you would have a lot of people in your vlogs, and then like he just all of a sudden stopped having people in his vlogs, and then I think that your frustration did show off a lot in them. And then like the video that you were talking about where you were like everything about Wasabi, like da 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 da, like I also saw that, and I really wanted to reach out and be like, yo, you good? But also it's like that age difference where you're like, what am I, a 16-year-old, about to say to my brother who's 25? Like, what advice can I give you? But I could see that you were like starting to like falter a little bit. That was the main reason. In your like mental health. So I definitely saw that. I think that anybody who's like close to you could see that through your vlogs, that you were like not really yourself. And then when you like dropped to the family that you wanted to leave, I think that it was one of those things where it's just like anything you wanted to do.
Do you
like,
remember when I said that?
Yeah.
Did I like, was it in person or?
You called mom. I think it was you called mom. I think you, right, mom? He called you or something? Either he called you. I remember it was on a call. And you were like, it was maybe one of your like Friday calls, like because you always call mom on Fridays and everything like that. And you were just like, I'm thinking about leaving Wasabi. And then we were like all just like, what? Like whatever you want to do, sure. But like, what do you want to do? And you're like, I want to start gaming. And I was like, oh yeah, you'll be fine. Like I think that in my head, it was never like, oh, he's gonna fail or like anything like that. It was just more like, is this what you really want? And it felt like your heart was already like in that direction of wanting to leave. And I think it was one of those things where you guys were already growing apart. Like I feel like your artistic styles were, from what you were saying, very different, or at least like going into different directions. So I feel like that was something that you needed to do. But also I think that, this sounds weird to say, but like I think in my head I was like, is this gonna create a rift for like our families? I think that's like what also I was like really worried about. Like not like our families hung out like a lot in North Carolina anyways, but it was one of those things where it's like, if we ever saw each other, like would it be weird? Like would we hate each other?
I didn't even think about that. How was that? What did we do? Because we didn't see each other for years.
For 3 years. Did you see?
Did our
I
family
think Masa, your parents, like saw Tita Maribel and your dad like out in public, and I think this was like right after you guys, or you bought them the house, and like Tita Maribel was like so happy to see mom and was like hugging her and being like, you can come over to the house, you can come over to the house. So when mom told us that, like I felt a sense of like relief knowing that like whatever happened between you guys wasn't gonna affect the family. Like it was just between you guys.
Okay, good.
But I think that in my head I was like really nervous about being like, oh does this affect anything? Because I did invite your parents to my debut.
Did they go?
I think they were sick. Oh wait, no, they went to my debut. Yeah, they went.
Wow, I really never thought about that.
Yeah,
like,
they went to my debut.
For people that don't know, our families grew up together.
Yeah.
Like we went on beach trips together. We would go
Florida.
camping together. We went to Florida together. We went timeshares together. And we did all that, and I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Our families go way back to the point where like you guys weren't even making money off of YouTube, and we went to Myrtle Beach, and they got recognized at Myrtle Beach. Like that's how we literally.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? We were going putt-putting.
Yep.
And you guys got recognized at Myrtle Beach, and I think in that moment too, I was like, damn, they're so cool. I was like, that was like the first time that they got recognized, and like we go far back where like I would babysit Andrew and stuff like that. So I think it was just one of those things where I didn't want a rift to be between our families, and seeing that like mom was able to like see Tita Maribel and like be so excited to see her, and like them come to my debut, it was like, okay.
Yeah,
we're okay.
I didn't think about that either, how it would affect the families.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, I think your family hates me now since I left. That's that's what I thought. I was like, oh, I separated Alex. I ruined it.
I think it was one of those things where it was never I hated Alex, because I could never hate you. I think that, you know, in the same way that you're almost nothing without my brother is really nothing without you. I was like, how could I hate a person that provided so much for not only my brother, but like in turn for my family? So I was never upset at you. I want you to know that like I never hated you because my brother leaving. I think there were times where I was just like, man, like what did Alex do? What did Alex do? But I think as you grow older, you just realize that like you guys, it's like trying to fit the square into the triangle. Like it just doesn't fit, and you can't force it to fit. So I never hated you. I think I just like saw that you guys were growing apart, and I just wanted what was best for both of you. And then I think like you guys saw each other at the Shorty or Streams Award, and then my brother posted a picture of you guys, and I was like, what the is this? Like, what's going on?
I remember, that's so crazy, because having you on this podcast the whole time, I just keep thinking how oblivious I exist. Like, because in my life, like when things happen, I'm just oblivious. I'm like, oh, well, that happened. Oh, this happened. I'm just existing. So I don't think about, our families, or I don't think about how did they feel? How did this person feel about that? I'm just kind of like, all right, what's next? Like, what's going to happen next?
That's crazy, because when you went to go potty, literally, we were talking about your mom, and we were just saying that you're like such a like photocopy of your mom, because your mom is like also very like oblivious in the same way, where you guys hold like such a sense of innocence.
Yes.
It's not like you guys are like clueless, because there's like, for her, like you guys are just genuinely like, what's going on? Like,
it's very
hello?
endearing.
Yeah, you're like
endearing,
it's
Yeah,
very,
I think we the way we live is we exist, but we try to stay positive and good, and then good things happen. And then when they do happen, we're not surprised. We're like, nice.
Yeah.
And then if bad things happen, we're like, dang.
How do we move on with this?
Yeah.
But I think, like I never had like ill feelings towards you. I don't want you to think that I hated you or anything like that. It was just like, I hope they are both okay. But then you were like making Guava Juice videos and everything like that. I was like, this is sick. Like you with your gaming videos, like in the Encino house.
Were you scared for me when I left?
Oh, absolutely. I think it was more so not, and I don't want to say this because like, I freaking knew it. Like I knew you were going to be fine. Like I knew that you were going to be a success no matter what you did, because you're just like, you're a Fabito. Like whatever we put our mind to, we're just going to achieve it. Like that's just the type of people that we are. But I think I was just scared for your mental health, because it was like, you're starting something new, and also Alex starting something new. It's just like you guys, at that time were together for like 10, 11 years. Who freaking knows? You guys were together for so long that now being like Alex and Kuya, and now it's just like Alex and Kuya. And it was just like, how do you guys navigate that world? A, you guys don't have any family out here, and like B, is just like you guys don't have each other anymore because you guys moved out here with each other.
True.
So it was one of those things where in my mind all I could think about was like, how are they going to do this? Like, are they going to be okay? Like I had so much anxiety for you guys, because I just wanted you guys to be like okay mentally. Like I knew that your careers were going to be fine no matter what. Yeah. But I think in my head I was like, they're alone. Like that's all I could think about. But you guys turned out fine, I think, you know.
Career-wise, we're fine. Mentally, we're getting there. Or at least for me. I don't know about you.
I don't know. I'm just here.
You're existing.
I'm just existing.
And like, I think, Kuya brought up this point, like when I first got here, like this week, was like, he moved out here at my age. Like he was 23 when he moved out to LA. Yeah. So I was like, me not knowing what the I'm doing, I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, I can give you advice. Just have a going away party at Ricky's.
Okay, but
start from there.
For sure. Then that's like when the climax of your life starts. It's like when you go up. But yeah, I think I was just nervous about your mental health. Like I knew that gaming videos at the time also were like super big, so I knew that you were like going into a really good space, and also Roblox was just blowing up. So I was like, oh, he's like at this cusp of like, you do a very good job of like catching trends like right before they're like at their peak. Yeah. So I think I was like, he's gonna do a really good job at that. But I think it was like, you were saying you were gonna game every day and like you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that, and I was like, yo, are you gonna stretch yourself out too thin? Like, are you gonna be okay? And then like I would tune into Alex's videos every so often, because it was one of those things where it was like, you guys were together for so long, I just needed to see that Alex was also okay.
Like what he was doing too,
yeah. It was like seeing what you were doing. You're like, oh, I'm at Disneyland. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, mine was easier to see what I was doing because I was vlogging.
No, so you're literally vlogging every day.
Literally what
and I'm like, if Alex misses a post, I'm like, is he dead? Like, yeah. So it was just like, what is it called? Like the parasocial relationships, where like you create a relationship with somebody online. It's like the people that are like, oh, like Jenna Marbles left and it feels like I lost a friend. Yeah. That's how I felt like I knew you guys, but I also felt like I was making this like parasocial relationship, even though I could literally text either one of you guys and check on you guys. But it was one of those things where it was just like looking at the screen, trying to like decipher like, oh, is he really okay? Like, is this what they want to do? Like making sure that you guys are okay, when I could have just texted you guys, but I don't know.
That's okay. we all go through our own journeys.
Yeah, and also just like being in high school and trying to figure myself
yeah, I know.
out.
You're still pretty young too. Even now, we're all constantly learning as we go.
Oh, absolutely.
No one's gonna figure it out. I'm sure mom hasn't figured it out yet either.
No, absolutely not.
See?
See, she's like,
I'm just existing.
guys, if you need medication, take it and take your medication. It's okay to be medicated.
Magnesium. It's pretty
Magnesium. Take your emergency. Creatine. Anything is possible.
Yep. All right. Question for you. So, Monette.
I love
your
her.
sister-in-law, my wife. What? I just want to know. You don't have to go in detail, but you remember the first time meeting her?
Yeah, we were at Chili's at Briar Creek in Raleigh, North Carolina, and it was your 21st birthday, something. And you kept all your Florida friends, so like Pat was there too.
Yeah.
Kept all your Florida friends on one side of the table and all your North Carolina friends at one side of the table.
Yeah.
And she went, "Hi, I'm Monette." And then I was like, "Hi, I'm Ariel." And then that was all I talked to her for like.
Girlfriend
no
at
way.
the time, or just
I don't think so.
Girlfriend. No, was
really?
it? Yeah, because you introduced her as, "This is my girlfriend Monette."
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think
thought
so.
it was. Oh, well,
They've been
that was
together for
the
a long time. It's easy.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
literally. But that was the first time I met her, and then I don't know the next time I met her actually.
Yeah.
After that, I think.
Is it nice having a bigger sister?
Yeah,
in-law?
it's funny because she very much acts like Russell.
Oh.
Like they have the same like dry ass humor.
So you're dating your brother.
Yeah,
I love dating my
You
brother.
married your brother.
I'm married.
You married your
to
brother.
my brother.
But I think that she has. I think seeing your dynamic, like where you're always tweaking, and she's like, chill.
Yeah,
like
we're
it's really good, and I think that you've learned a lot from her, and like, I think that Monette in my life has created a sense of like a female person that I can look up to too, because she's a doctor. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, dude?
She's my boss.
Out of
Wait,
your-
so are you like the Roy and Russell's like the Monette? Like, were you always tweaking and Russell's like, oh, calm down?
Oh, I was definitely queer. I think we like always joke how Russell is not a Fabito. Like me, Raymond, and Russell are a Fabito, and Russell's a Hillia. Like for sure. Like Russell,
He's a what?
he's a Hillia. That's my mom's side.
Mom's maiden name.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Like
thought it was like a Gen Z term. I didn't know.
no, hell yeah. No,
what the hell
he's
yeah?
a hell yeah. Hillia. Where like we always talk about how we're like our dad's kid, like we're super emotional. We're like makulit, hard-headed. We're like hard-headed. But Russell's like very logical, just like my mom, where he like doesn't really get emotional about a lot of things. And I think that's why like Monette really gravitates towards Russell, because he's very logical and he's not like crazy emotional, versus me, Raymond, and Kuya, where we're very, very emotional. Which is funny because I feel like we all have partners that are the complete opposite. Like you are dating Monette.
Bryce is the same way as Monette? The way logical, or?
Yeah, like whenever I'm like having a panic attack, he's like talks and like he's like, "All right, okay, do we really need to be crying about like Haikyuu and like them in the finals?"
Yes, we do have to.
Yes, we do.
See?
Dang,
Absolutely.
So combined, it's Russet.
Russet.
And like when they're together, they can solve.
Our siblings the whole time.
They can solve any problems.
No, literally though, because like I'll call Russell. I'm like having a panic attack, and then he's like, "All right," like he's like, "Do you just need somebody to like vent to? Like, do you want a solution? Like, what do you need?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Well, I can't help you if you don't tell me like what you want out of this." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I just need somebody to cry to." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna be quiet." And I'm like, "No, I need advice." And he's like, "All right, I'm just waiting."
Yeah, I think it's nice to have a partner who is somewhat opposite from you.
Yeah, for sure.
They kind of help you balance yourself out.
That's not the. I think me and Alexis are super
The same?
Like same, but she's more like problem solver, or I think, and then I'm more like, I'll just keep the mood light. Like I'll bring the happiness and stuff. So she's stressing, I'll be like, all right, I'll keep it positive, and you stress.
Well, the thing is, I don't think people know this, but like I've met a lot of your girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you realize that I've met like a lot of your
Do
girlfriends?
you realize that Alexis watches every single phone call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're
and she's the
crazy,
best
right?
one.
Yeah, definitely.
No, yeah, she's like the best one. Like,
How did you feel about the exes? You're like, why is he?
Well-
Oh,
yeah.
high school.
like high school. I was
that's
scared
what
of
you
her
meant.
I was scared of her.
She's
Period.
gonna watch this. She's gonna sue us.
I was a little scared too.
Yo, I was scared of her for sure. She
Little
was
bit.
cool, but she was
cool.
like,
But scary live sometimes.
Lauren was cool.
Lauren is cool, yeah. She's just probably the
Like the baseline. Like she was like very
she's
baseline.
just like good. She's just a good person. She always did the right thing.
And I like Alexis because from the start, like, I think it was very much she wasn't like intimidating. And I think your other girlfriends before were like very intimidating.
Yeah.
So being able to like talk to Alexis and everything like that, like at Kuya's wedding, I was like, oh, she's sick.
Yeah,
like,
she's the best. She's
so cool.
Just a good person all around, and she's helped me a lot in my life. And
you know
Heavy.
why? I know she's a good person because Monette likes her too.
Millet loves her, yeah.
Like Monette likes her, and like Monette has really good judgment for people. So when when like I
pick
said
me.
that, yeah, right. Type
heavy.
Type heavy.
Have you had a lot of interactions with Alexis?
Every interaction I've had with her, we were like playing Mario Kart.
Oh, she told me something about you.
What?
She was like, Ariel, Roy's sister? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, she really likes you. And I was like, oh, really? And she was like, yeah, she just not like likes me, but likes you as a person. She was like, she just like every time we go over there, and then she's like down to hit the mitts, or she's like, oh, let me show you something, or she can just tell that we get along really well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I just always saw you as like a little sister, so it was cool to see her perspective. She was like, oh yeah, you guys like, she just like admires you as a person. I was like, oh, that's
No, for
cool.
sure.
Yeah.
I definitely do. Not as much as my brother, but like you're cool.
Yeah. And then I would be like, guess how many shirts she used to pull?
No, literally. Yeah, like I really like Alexis. She's good for you. And I think she keeps you grounded for sure.
Yeah, she's my better half. I didn't understand what that meant until I met her, and I was like, oh yeah, for sure. That's a true statement.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
you, Alexis, and I love you, Monette, for show. For show.
So what do you think about our journey now, Alex and I, with this whole
when
spicy
you-
fruit and wasabi getting back together? And
Oh yeah,
just
how did you
us being
first hear about
old.
that? Did
Yeah.
he tell you, or you just saw
Yeah,
it? Or?
I don't know if you sent like a text in the family or like it was one of those like calls again where you were
Sure.
just with mom.
Uh-huh.
But when you were like, what do you think about me and Alex getting back together? Like it was one of those things where I was like, yo, I never thought that you guys would get back together. Cause I think you guys were just like hanging out. And I think that the first time that I saw you over at Kuya's house, I was like, why is Alex here?
Yeah.
And I think it was like, I hadn't seen you in like, if I hadn't, or
Like
if-
at the time, like half your life.
no, yeah, I think I don't know how long it had been since I'd seen you, but I think that, you know, you guys being back together and seeing your dynamic, it almost felt like nothing like ever
Changed.
stopped. Like it was just like, oh, I'm just replying to the text that I haven't texted you back in like 4 years. In like 4 years, I'm just like
Yeah.
responding back to that, and you guys like never really changed.
Yeah.
So when you were like, oh yeah, how do you feel about me and Alex getting back together? I was like, yo, do it. Like, I feel like you guys have grown so much. And I think it's one of those things where, you know, when you're in like a relationship and somebody says like right person, wrong time. I definitely think that it was like that for you guys' friendship.
Oh.
It's like right person, wrong time. And I feel like you guys were meant to make like together. And
I'm glad that because like we did separate. We went on different paths, and like we turned into different people.
For
So
sure.
I'm glad that we still like fit.
For sure.
Like it's like you're a puzzle piece and I'm a puzzle piece, and we were together, and then we kind of broke apart, and then we went on different paths, but they stayed parallel.
Yeah.
So
No,
when we wanted to
yeah.
come back together, it fit.
So it was kind of like the triangle that can't fit into the square.
yeah, but then
Now it's a circle that can't fit in the square.
sure,
We're getting there.
we're getting
And
there.
So-
eventually
little
it'll be
bit
like an
pieces.
oval that won't fit into the circle. Close, so close.
But like, yeah, no, literally, I think that it's one of those things where
Yeah.
you guys are just like genuinely finding your way. And I think that you guys, of course, you guys are like very good and successful on your own, but like knowing that you guys have each other, I think you guys are more successful with each other. And it's cool to like, you know, not that you guys are ending your careers at all, like anytime soon, but it's like good that you're ending the way you started, which is together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And I think that,
wow.
that you guys are really good and creative together. I think that, I don't know, I think I've watched you guys more now than I've had in like the past 5 years.
Have you listened to every podcast?
Yeah.
Really? Nice.
I don't know, like I be talking sometimes, and like I think that when I'm listening to you guys' podcast, I like make comments like as if I'm
you're
in
there?
the podcast with you guys, and I'm like,
Facts.
oh yeah, facts for sure, Alex, shut the hell up, or like Guia, good point, or like
and you're like, Alex, stop crying.
no, literally, I was like, I'm gonna cry this podcast, and then like Alex was like, oh, you're gonna cry? I'm like, no. Bro, I caught the Alex.
I cry a lot. But I just like don't get embarrassed. So like, whatever. Crying is just if I feel like crying, I'm gonna cry.
Facts.
Dude, live in the present.
Yeah.
I need to take a page from this guy.
Yeah.
So, what are your goals now? You're done with college. You're assistant manager at Target. Do you see yourself moving here to California, or what's the plan?
I
You
think
getting
if
married? Am I gonna be an uncle? What's happening?
Yo, facts for sure, bro. I'm kidding. In a year, I think, as much as like I appreciate my job now and like I've grown, like, guys, be nice to retail people. Be nice to customer service people. Whether it's your server or somebody you see in a retail store, you got to be nice to them because there's a lot that goes behind closed doors that you guys don't understand.
That's my biggest ick when
somebody is like not nice to somebody, oh my God,
and they're doing their job, so they can't even defend themselves. They just have to be
Yeah.
like,
Right.
oh, sorry, sir.
You know how many racist people like I've encountered at my job are just like so demeaning people? It's like it's disgusting.
Entitled.
Entitled,
Got it.
absolutely.
I hate
It's
it.
so gross.
I
Like
feel-
they put
and you
themselves on a
know-
pedestal.
And I hate it because like all the times I've encountered someone who's rude to a waiter or a retail worker, I'm like, you've never been a
worked a
waiter.
day in your life.
You've never worked in service before.
No, absolutely
You can
not.
tell because you suck.
No, right. But like in a year, like I would like to use my degree in like some sort and like pivot my career and like use like my marketing degree and stuff
Yeah,
like
of
that.
course.
So in like a year, would like to find like a job that correlates more with that, whether it's like marketing or human resources or whatever. Like definitely faux show, I want to do that. In 5 years, own a house.
Yeah.
Bro, this market is trash. But like whatever, we're manifesting it. And in 10 years, I want to be married.
10?
10?
Yeah.
So 34.
34.
No, you'd be
20,
34 years old.
Oh, yikes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and
I
34,
fucking
yeah,
better
duh.
be married. Jesus. That biological clock, bro. It's ticking.
Yeah.
Type.
Type.
I saw somewhere that like girls should like start freezing their eggs at like 32, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's so young. I mean, yeah, that's young.
Yeah, because what's it called when the biological clock is real, because I think it was one of those things that there's like a study that shows that women who have kids like 35 or older,
yeah.
like they have more medical issues. Like the kid will have more medical issues.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah. So like they'll come out with more like disabilities, which is why like people encourage women to have
Babies.
children like younger or like freeze their eggs.
I also saw an article that said women that have kids later live longer, but I guess that's not good for the kids though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's good for the adults.
Right.
That's crazy.
Not for the kids. Yo, think about it though. Like 29 is the age my dad was, and he had like 4 kids.
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
29. My dad had 4 kids. My mom was 32. 31.
You're my age. You got 4 kids. Imagine
She's
my
4
age, got
kids,
4 kids.
bruh. Hello?
Yeah. Oh, so your dad already had all 4 kids.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
insane.
out. Philippines hit different. Philippines is different. Shout out Philippines. Bread different.
All right, Alex, do you have any advice for my sister as she goes not travel, but just journey through her mid-20s?
Stretch. And
Yes.
Yes.
Stretch.
Facts. With that heavy, bro.
There you go.
Dude.
And I would say 20s is the years, it's your formative years. It's where bad things and good things happen. So when the bad things happen, let them happen and let them pass. And when the good things happen, the bad times will make those good times better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but bad stuff happens. A lot of bad things happen in our 20s.
Yo, don't say that.
Yep.
Bro.
Fail as much as you can. It's better to fail in your 20s than your 30s.
I think trial and error is 20s is your trial and error era.
Yeah, and then 30s is a year to perfect it.
Polish it. 40s is perfect.
Ooh, there you go.
Yep.
My advice to you guys is just think and do.
You're 10 years younger. I shouldn't listen
shut
to you.
Just keep doing what you're doing. I think you guys don't listen to people that say that you guys aren't yourselves, because you are. I think that know that you guys are yourselves and stick with that stick to that story. Don't listen to other people, because I know that you guys are in the social media world and it's so easy to get consumed in comments, but listen to the people that actually know you.
Facts.
And I love you guys.
I love
We
you
love you too.
bro.
Not you, Alex. This is about me and Quia. But yeah, thanks for having me on the podcast. This was epic.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry if you're angry, but I love you.
I love you. Oh, guys, this is advice to you guys. If you have any siblings, literally cherish them. Like, actually, cherish your family, because you never know when they're going to move 3,000
or die
miles apart.
God
Don't
forbid.
say that.
Yeah.
Knock on
But
wood.
like, life is short.
Life is very short, so appreciate the people that you have in your life. Your siblings and your family are your built-in besties, so cherish those relationships.
All right, there you have it.
All right, don't follow me on social media, guys. Follow Guava and Alex Wasabi on Instagram, and continue to follow Spicy Fruit. Follow Callie the model.
Yep.
Oogie the Monster and Callie the Igloo. Does Coda have an Instagram
Izzy
yet?
the Igloo?
Izzy
Coda,
the Igloo.
Coda Lemire.
Coda
Coda
Lemire. Follow Monette and Tiny Plant Room and Alexis on Instagram. I love them so much.
Yeah, follow Pablo too.
Follow Pablo.
Hi, Pablo.
Who else? Shout out.
Handy Kitchen.
Handy Kitchen. Shout out the Lynn family.
Shout out NC State.
Shout out NC State. Scopac.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Northern High School.
Yo, shout out Riverside High School. You guys don't know, but Alex went to Riverside High School, so he keeps saying that he's a Northern Knight. Now he's a Riverside Pirate. So the real ones know that he's a Riverside Pirate. He's a Riverside Pirate to the day he dies.
All right. Okay.
Bye.